Hi, this is Barry Lewis along with Mike Brown, and welcome to our look at Week 2 of the high school football playoffs. And Mike, we're a week away from a potential Union-Jenks matchup in the semifinals. Are they going to both make it, or is one of them going to be derailed, or both of them going to be derailed?
Well, I wasn't there last week, but I heard Union almost didn't make it this far. Westmore's been a good team. Union struggled. Westmore has shown at times they were a good team. So, you know, who knows? Santa Fe, Edmond North. Edmond North is a team plays at Jenks on Friday night, is a team that lost to Union by 1 in the quarterfinals last year. Union has to play at Edmond Santa Fe, and those seem to be two of the best teams in the West coming through. So I guess we're going to find out.
A lot of people have asked me what to make of Union's barely escaping last week, and should that mean that we should discount Union from winning its 5th consecutive state title? My answer is, looking back to last year when Union won by just 1 point in the quarterfinals, I think you can't discount Union's chances of winning a 5th straight state title. But this week is going to be awfully difficult going to Santa Fe. Union hasn't had to play on the road in the second round since the last century. So it's going to be a challenge for the Redskins to reach the semifinals. And will Broken Arrow and Owasso meet in the semifinals again this year? Both of them have challenges this week in 6A.
You saw Broken Arrow play, and people were predicting that they might have a hard time with Sand Springs. They obviously played well. Does this signal that the Tigers are back to the team they thought they would be when the season started?
It's definitely the best I've seen Broken Arrow look all season long. So I think they've definitely got a good chance to pull off the win at Norman North this week. I'd still, from a Broken Arrow standpoint, their running game still isn't like clicking totally like I've seen them in the past. And that is a bit of concern from a Broken Arrow standpoint. But they appear to be playing their best football this season, and Owasso has just been solid every week. They host Norman on Friday night. A couple years ago at Owasso in the playoffs, they went 5 overtimes. So it should be a very intriguing matchup. Let's go to 5A now, where the game of the week, at least in my view, is Guthrie, the defending state champion, at East Central. The two teams met in the quarterfinals last year. Guthrie won a thriller 20-14 and en route to the state title. And East Central will rank number 1, Guthrie number 2. What do you think, Mike?
Well, haven't seen Guthrie, but you know that tradition goes a long way, and they've been really good this year. The one loss, and they were in a power-packed district. East Central has passed all the challenges, played very well the night I saw them play against Claremore to win 20-19. You know, I got to believe that the home field advantage is going to help the Cardinals a little if they can shake those two big, fast receivers free. Don't know any reason why East Central couldn't move on.
I'm going to also pick East Central's Stan Von Taylor, DeAndre Youngblood, 2 outstanding wide receivers and DBs, and Trayvon Cherry playing very well at quarterback. I think East Central will have the edge. And they're the only team in 5A and 6A, by the way, that has not lost on the field this year. Another intriguing 5A matchup will be Claremore at Carl Albert. Carl Albert, maybe the best 6-5 team in the state, Mike. Let's go on into 4A, Clinton at Cassia Hall. That's going to be a very difficult task for the top-ranked Commandos.
Well, maybe it will be. The Commandos don't ever seem to, you know, I've seen them twice this year, and they just seem to have a way of putting together tremendous, stellar efforts when they even sense being threatened. So I don't know why they wouldn't do the same thing this week.
And the interesting matchup all the way down in Class A, Kiefer hosts Wayne, the defending state champion in Class A. Kiefer hasn't lost on its home field in forever. Something's got to give, Mike. Who's going to win?
Well, I don't know who's going to win, but I think if Kiefer wins, they've got a chance to win it all. How's that?
I think this could be their biggest stumbling block, although Wynnewood might have something to say about that. And in Class 3A, some interesting matchups, Hilldale and Verdigris.
You know, a couple of teams that have been flying a little under the radar. gonna be interesting. Verdigris has been very strong for 2 years, and looks like they're peaking at the right time. Hilldale really only had the one slip up, the one big slip up against Tahlequah Sequoia, which was a very good team before they were disqualified. So that's an interesting matchup.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us for our look at week 2 of the high school playoffs, and we'll see you next week.